Hello, Don Lofi, the Interim President and Chief Transformational Officer of Westminster College. When I began my journey in this role several months ago, I mentioned to this community that I would go out into the field and meet many of you, call you, have Zoom calls in this environment, and have shared written correspondence with many of you. And I've learned a lot, and I want to share some of those thoughts with you today. I also want to share some thoughts with respect to what we've been experiencing on the campus and where I think we're going with respect to the spring semester and also the activities that occurred in this fall semester. But I must start first with just thank you. I want to thank all of you for the warm welcome, support, and positive comments that you've made to us as a team and myself. They're most appreciated. We all know we've had to deal with COVID-19. And our campus obviously hasn't been any different. I assure you, we have put the safety and soundness of the staff, faculty, and students foremost in our considerations as we move forward throughout the past several months. I'm pleased to report that tomorrow, the fall semester will be completed, and for the most part, the classes have been in-seat, with some classes being hybrid or actually online. We also have tried to achieve a balanced approach while again, maintaining safety and soundness and the well-being. And if it was controversial, that was okay. And we continue to live by that commitment. Our faculty and staff and many others have made the academic experience as best as possible. And I can tell you, we believe it will be even better in the spring semester. A few thoughts with respect to enrollment. Many of you know this freshman class with transfers is the largest class in 4 years. The initial results to date for fiscal year 22 are even more promising. And the investment that the institution has made in the enrollment and admissions function and staff clearly is playing itself out in a positive way. We're also making other resource investments in various geographic areas from an enrollment perspective. Concerning our donors, you continue to be most generous, and we really appreciate that. As we move forward to this year, there'll be more fundraising campaigns that'll be rolling forward, and we greatly will appreciate your participation in those. Myself and members of the leadership team and board of trustees will be visiting many of you in the field to talk about what we see for this institution, where we've been, and where most importantly, we think we are going. America's National Churchill Museum has also been experiencing its own set of issues with the pandemic. The museum has been closed since the spring of 2020, and they've kicked off their own campaign, the Beacon of Resilience. I know they'd be most appreciative of your support of that campaign. It goes for two functions, benefits the operations of the museum and the refurbishment of the museum. I'd also like to talk about finances. The board unanimously approved our fiscal year 21 budget, and we met all our financial and operational commitments for fiscal year 20, and I believe we will for fiscal year 21 and beyond. When I visit in the field, be happy to talk more about the finances of the college. The college has also embarked on a strategic plan initiative, complete with a capital plan, how we're going to pay for refurbishments, and how we think about the strategy and refurbishment activities of the Churchill Museum. Overarching that entire plan is a theme of diversity, equity, and inclusion. That is extremely important to me and our team. And most recently, I reconstituted a steering committee that will be part of the strategic planning exercise as we foster those perspectives across the institution, both from in the past, what we've done, and where we are going to go. It's a continuous process. In closing, I'd like to add a few thoughts. Firstly, transparency and communication is not optional. It's essential. Transformation and change, it's hard, it's not simple, and it takes time. But this institution is resilient, and we're up for the task. I assure you of that. And please, join us in this journey. You won't regret it, and we're going to be successful. We want to learn and honor the past, focus on our present issues, but we definitely want to look forward to the future. With that, I'd like to also wish everybody a healthy, safe, and pleasant Thanksgiving, and my best to all of you for an enjoyable holiday period. Thank you.